And this was when I graduated, like 2001, 2002. That was my most recent, I think, sense of racism or hint of it. And that was pretty blatant to me. And it took me a minute to process. But I just kind of did, you know what I mean? I didn't say too much of nothing, man. I just told her straight up, look, like, I'm offended by that. You obviously have no idea what it means to be a young black male in today's society. And I told her straight up, your son could get a job straight up before I could. And he don't even have the credentials. So I said, look, if it's all good with you, I would just, I'd rather not work with you anymore. And I didn't quit my job, but I told her that she was a particular attorney. I told her I'd rather not work with you anymore. And I went and told my supervisor, I told her, I said, look, I'd rather not work with her anymore. This is what happened. This is how I feel about it. Ultimately, I got transferred to another department.
Oh, wow.
Which I think was best for me, too. Because if I had stayed there, I would have had to work with her, and it just wasn't, you know, how do you reconcile after that? Somebody tells you that you're a young black male, or a young black female even.
Teenager.
And somebody tells you, a teenager, you know what I'm saying? I'm wet behind the ears still.
She's trying to hold you back.
Yeah, killing me.
Should have called you a lawyer.
I ain't did. Look, I was too young and too dumb to even be proactive or even reactive to that point. But I was just, I was working. I was trying to do my thing. And then on the other side of that, all the black people, the older black people, 40 and over, they worked all the surface jobs. They was admins or they was, you know, custodians, security. They looked up to me like, oh yeah, young and doing it. You know what I'm saying? Young out here doing it. Yeah, what you do today, son? I know you had some meetings, you the boss already. They was giving me mad credit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out to my man King Lou coming through.
Yes.
Killer. Yeah. Shout out all y'all, man. So yeah, I mean that was blatant racism to me. That was my taste. Y'all got a similar experience? Anybody got an experience? What's your most recent experience with that?
I honestly can't remember like too many instances of like blatant racism. I remember a few instances of prejudice, but racism I can't say definitively. Now I thought it was odd that going down to Atlanta, I got a ticket on my way there and my way coming back in the same county.
Virginia?
Yeah, Virginia.
VA.
Virginia. Same county.
Don't ever get a ticket
same
in VA.
mile marker.
Don't ever get a ticket. Don't ever get pulled over in VA.
place.
Be smart. Straighten up and fly right.
Or you fly south.
I thought that was odd, but you know, I can't consider that racism.
So what do you consider?
Racial profiling.
Yeah, that's
right.
So-
Profiling, that's nothing new.
Well, I mean, I guess my most recent one that I can recall right now was a few years ago. I was still in law school, and it was a whole lot of people.
Hold up. You were still in law school.
I was still in law school.
Oh yeah.
Are you a lawyer?
Let's back that up right quick. Hey, I told
Roll
y'all
that back.
every
Roll
week.
it back. Roll
Every
it
week
back.
we're gonna have a guest host in here who was a young lady who's doing her thing because it balances out this testosterone village on this side of the table. But we want somebody that's out here that's doing her thing. And Miss Esquire,
I don't want to
let's tell the people what you do.
I am a labor and employment attorney in the District of Columbia.
Don't tell me what you do.
I'm not telling them where I work because I might not be there much longer.
Break that down. What is that? Break that down. What does that consist of?
So basically what I do is I represent employees in issues that they're having with their employers, whether it be contract disputes or wrongful termination or things of that matter.
Okay. Let's give it up for that. I mean, hey,
Definitely.
somebody gotta do that.
Let's really get ready for that. I know where she works.
I appreciate that. No, but we were in. This was a few years ago. I went to a small Catholic majority white law school in Detroit. And it was a lot of people sitting in the cafeteria. It was one table full of black people, because you know we all sit together. And it was kind of loud in there, and they were doing something right outside the cafeteria. And there was this group of like Italian kids at one table and another group of like white kids at another table. They were just loud. We were, trying to study, trying to, do our thing.
Right.
And this white professor comes in, and he comes right to our table. We sitting there quiet, and he's like, "We need you all to hold it down." So I look around like, "Wait, what?" So he's like, "Hold it down," and walks off. So I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna see how this goes." So they still talking loud, going crazy, whatever. We sitting there, every now and then saying a couple words. We studying. They come back in there like, we told you all to hold it down. You all are always in here loud. I said, wait a minute. How you assume it's us because we black? Right. And we just known to be loud? That's not us. You see these other white people in here talking loud and going crazy. And, it's just like, well, it couldn't be them. Like, why couldn't it be them? Because they're not black. So that's my most recent, that I can recall, form of blatant racism to me.
What year was that?
That was 09, I think it was.
Fairly recent.
Yeah, I went too long.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? Let's just be honest with ourselves. It's still a very prevalent issue in America.
Yeah.
In the world, actually. I've heard that in the UK it's a lot deeper in some areas, but I've never been, so I can't really speak to that. But anyways, moving on. They caught Sabrina Fulton. What they call it when they get a little blurb in the news. She had a soundbite, but she gave an interview and she was like, she believed that the shooting of her son might have been an accident. And she said, I believe that it just got out of control and he couldn't turn the clock back. I'd ask him, did he know that was a minor, that was a teenager, and that he did not have a weapon? I would ask him that I understand that his family's hurting, but think about our family and that loss of a teenage son. I mean, it's just very difficult to live with day in and day out. And I'm sure his parents can pick up the phone and call him, but we can't pick up the phone and call Trayvon. So that's from Sabrina Fulton. That's the statement she released. So then she backtracks today. And she says on the Today Show that George Zimmerman stalked my son and murdered him in cold blood. So she pretty much backtracked.
Yeah,
I think she's going through a range of emotion.
Yeah.
She lost her oldest son.
Don't nobody in this room know how that feels.
I certainly don't know how that feels.
I ain't trying to know.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody trying to know how that feels. That's deep though.
Yeah.
I mean, she's entitled to say. You stick a microphone, and she got microphones on her face all day long.
24/7.
Who wants that? Has she even been able to grieve yet?
Anything's bound to come out.
Damn.
Why?
Shout out to our sponsor.
But actually, I was reading an article about that, and she was saying that in reference to her statement about it being an accident, she was saying she didn't mean it as it came out. She meant that their paths crossing was an accident, and that's what she meant. She's saying now, when she said it was an accident, that's what she meant, is that their paths crossing was an accident, and not that his murder was an accident. Yeah.
You know how the media takes that and just runs with it. But I don't think that's
certainly been
that's not admissible evidence. Like,
no.
She said this.
No, that's not
gonna fly.
Friday. Okay. So we just want to give a shout out to them, the Martin family,
And the Fulton family.
and the Fulton family, and just say, hey, we watching, we want to see what's going on. So,